I'm standing on the only active roundabout in Minot, which means we're going to talk about the southeast of the Southeast Minot. Before we talk about price, days of market, and all the real estate insights, I think it's important to talk about accessibility to the rest of Minot and surrounding area. Now, if you take 13th Street and go all the way north, that takes you to Highway 2. So there's a lot of location that you can hit on Highway 2, but also if you take 13th Street and go east on Highway 2, is very close to Highway 52, which can go all the way to Velva, Harvey, etc. Now let's talk about accessibility, specifically on 31st Avenue and 37th Avenue. So if you take 31st Avenue and go all the way west, that takes you to Broadway, but also Dakota Square Mall, which has major commerce stores like Scheels and Target. If you take 31st Avenue going west and hook a right on Main Street, that can take you to Menards. So you're very close to Target, Scheels, Dakota Square Mall, Menards, all on just one avenue. Now let's talk about 37th Avenue. If you take that going west, that takes you all the way to Broadway. And if you go south on Broadway, that's Highway 83, which can take you all the way to Bismarck, South Prairie High School, and a lot of other locations. If you continue going west on 37th Avenue, that takes you to Walmart, a huge commerce store, but also the Trinity Hospital. So with 31st Avenue and 37th, you're close to Target, Scheels, Menards, Walmart, the Trinity Hospital, all major locations. Now let's talk about real estate. I'm not going to talk about price because it is so niche and specific. One house could go for $600,000, another single family could go for $800,000, $400,000. It's all very specific on where the property is at. But one thing I'm going to talk about is potential people that want to downsize. So last year in 2025, there was 8 condo/townhouses that were sub $300,000, one level, 2 bedrooms, that sold on 34th Avenue and 35th Avenue. However, they can sell extremely fast, as 7 out of the 8 condo/townhouses, one level, sub 300, they were cash deals. And 4 out of those 8 properties, so half, were gone in one day. Not just, oh, I'm gonna show the house and then I'll think about it overnight. No, they were shown and had an accepted offer on the same day. So what does that mean? Just because maybe you have cash and that's how you're gonna have a transaction, that doesn't mean that you cannot get everything ready to go. And what I mean by that is having an actual proof of funds letter ready to go before you start shopping. Because if there's 2 offers and one has proof of funds and the other doesn't, and they're both very competitive with the offers expiring quickly, which deal do you think the seller is gonna go with? The one that's prepared. So it's super important to get everything prepared before you start wanting to look for a property. Now let's talk schools. And this could be a little bit complicated. So attached are 2 pictures of some maps for school districts. And you can see there's not only Minot Public, but Nedrose. There is a newer John Hoeven Elementary School in this area. And just because your house isn't John Hoeven Elementary, that still isn't guaranteed that maybe your kid's gonna be able to go to school there. So speak with a school official to learn more information about that. Now, some other key insights: as the deeper you go in Southeast Minot, the more quiet it can be, as there isn't really busy traffic, meaning you're not passing by my home to go to maybe a Walmart, Target, Scheels, etc., which can be very nice. And some properties can have a beautiful, coulee view. Lastly, in this area, we have the Beowulf Golf Course, an awesome, amazing course that you need to try out. Hopefully you found this video valuable. If you're interested in moving in this area or a property you want to sell, my contact information is in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye. I'm not going to talk about average price because hey, Southeast Minot. Thank you.